Today we're going to find the missing sides using the trig ratios. So we're still going to use SOHCAHTOA, and we're going to start by determining which one we're going to use, sine, cosine, or tangent. So I circle my angle just like I do for any other problem, and I label my sides. So my x is opposite, my 12 is hypotenuse. So I'm going to set up an equation. So I know I'm using sine. The sine of 37 degrees equals the opposite, which is x, over the hypotenuse, which is 12. So I have an equation set up, and what I need to do, and I'm going to do every time, is I'm going to multiply by whatever the denominator is. In this case, it's 12. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 12. So 12 times the sine of 37 degrees equals x. And I'm going to put that in my calculator, and I'm going to round to one decimal place. And I get 7.2, or 7 2/10. Alright, so not hard. I'm still going to use SOHCAHTOA. I'm going to circle my angle, the 84 degrees, and then I'm going to label my sides. I know my opposite, which is x, and my adjacent, which is phi. So opposite and adjacent, that's using tangent. So the tangent of 84 equals opposite, which is x, over adjacent, which is 5. So we have an equation. We're going to use the same steps every time. We're going to multiply by the denominator. The denominator is 5. So 5 times the tangent of 84, because I'm multiplying by whatever the denominator is. So 5 times the tangent of 84 equals x. My x is already alone, so I'm going to multiply 5 times the tangent of 84. And I'm going to go to one decimal place. And it's a large number, so I'm going to think about it for a second. I'm going to make sure that it could be reasonable. And I think that 47 6/10, 47.6 is reasonable because it's an 84-degree angle, which is large. It's almost as big as the 90-degree angle. So 47.6 is reasonable. All right, let's look at the next one. Going to circle my angle. And I'm going to label my sides. I know my adjacent is 10 and my hypotenuse is x. So adjacent and hypotenuse is cosine. So the cosine of 46 degrees is my adjacent, which is 10, over my hypotenuse, which is x. And I'm going to solve by multiplying by whatever the denominator is every single time. My denominator is x. So x times the cosine of 46 equals 10. X is not alone this time. The two previous ones, x was alone. This time I'm going to have to divide to get x alone. So I'm going to divide by the cosine of 46 on both sides. So 10 divided by the cosine of 46. X equals 10 divided by the cosine of 46. I'm still going to round to one decimal place. And I get 14.4. Easy, easy, easy.